We have a massive Spider-Man brand new day trailer update today. Sony is reportedly planning something really big that is going to be happening very soon. At the same time, we have a report about the Symbiote suit that might tell us a little bit more about the post-credit scene and Marvel's plans for the Symbiote suit in the MCU, and that's the Spider-Man post-credit scene. So, a lot to dive into today for Spider-Man brand new day. If you want to stay up to date on all things Spider-Man and Marvel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. What is going on, Cosmic Crew? Let's get it started with the trailer update. This is coming from One Edit, who has 1 million followers on TikTok. He has discovered some information and stated March 4th, just heard some exciting stuff, could be possibly coming sooner than we thought. This is referring to the Spider-Man brand new day trailer. Today, they have an update stating, have some good/bad news updates to this. I said it was marketing related, and indeed it was. There was a Sony event in Mexico today with a bunch of cosplayers filming a brand new day trailer announcement video. Unsure of when this would release, but I'm still confident in this month. Oh, but why would Sony do this specifically in Mexico? From what it sounds like, they want to make a big campaign attached to the movie in Mexico and even possibly have Tom appear at Mexico CCXP late next month. And yes, all this info is real. I have actually seen images, would be calling it a rumor in the tweet otherwise. So, Sony just recently filmed a pretty big promotion with some fans in Mexico, and actually, CCXP in Brazil is always a really big, well, I shouldn't say always, typically a really big event for Sony and specifically Spider-Man. So it does kind of seem like they are trying to get in these markets a little bit more now, going into Mexico more than they have before. So this does make sense, but it's also following a very interesting marketing campaign that we've seen specifically Marvel Studios do and Sony has done in the past as well. For example, we already got the Spider-Man brand new day has begun filming trailer / also suit reveal / also name reveal for the movie. So Sony has always done stuff like that. They actually did it for No Way Home as well. They had Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob, and they revealed the name. It was a video they released themselves. It was just online, like the suit reveal was, and it wasn't like, well, it was huge to us, but it wasn't like a big announcement at CCXP or something like that. Although in the past, they have done major things at CCXP, including revealing trailers and revealing exclusive footage. That's CCXP in Brazil. Now it looks like they might be doing that in CCXP in Mexico, and I would assume they would do it at other places as well, other Comic-Cons and such. But what's interesting about this report is Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus, he backs this up. In reply to that tweet, have some good/bad updates. They are filming, cosplayers are filming a brand new day trailer announcement video. Alex Perez says, yeah, he's right. So that is currently Sony's plan, which also further backs up the reports that Sony is indeed planning to release the trailer this month. Now, what is most likely going to happen for the actual trailer release and this trailer announcement video is it's either going to be like 1 day in advance or possibly a week in advance. And so this is something that they're going to be able to put together pretty quickly since it's of the fans. And Sony, they've actually been known to do this before. Actually, after No Way Home came out, I was at the premiere and immediately when the movie ended, I pulled out my phone and I filmed a really quick reaction. I posted it online. Sony actually asked me if they could use that in a trailer. Of course, I said yes, and so they did. Obviously, they viewed me as a fan, and so they're actually prone to do things like this. So they're going to have something with Tom Holland. They're going to have something with all of the fans. They're going to show filming from the set. Probably not reveal Sadie Sink's character, although I will say, now even more insiders have come out and have stated that, yeah, she's Jean Grey. So maybe they give us a little tease of her, probably not revealing anything. I would be surprised if they did. It would be awesome, but I wouldn't count on it. But they're going to do something that gives us a little bit, you know, and they're going to say trailer tomorrow or trailer in a week, something like that. So every insider is still talking about the trailer. It still seems like this is all being planned for this month. Still that big chance that it's going to be attached to Project Hail Mary, which is, I believe, 11 days away. Yes, March 20th. Today is March 9th. So not too long to wait. If this is the case and it does come out on March 20th, then we should either get this on the 19th or, maybe the 13th. So we'll have to wait and see, but Sony is moving. They have just shot something trailer related, so they're about to do an announcement for that. So we're about to get it pretty soon. But moving on to the Symbiote news. According to the Insider My Time to Shine Hello, Spider-Man is getting the symbiote and black suit in Avengers Secret Wars. Now, they are the same thing. I know she stated two different things here, but originally it was just Spider-Man gets the black suit. It's revealed that it is the symbiote, right? So this actually lines up with a few things that we've heard before. And like I mentioned, I think this gives us a little bit more backing as to what we've heard about the post-credit scene for Spider-Man Brand New Day. So obviously, one, the Russo brothers are taking a page out of the comics. Spider-Man gets the black suit, or the symbiote suit, for the very first time in Secret Wars in the 1984 and 85 version. So, comic accurate, love it, but that does also give us further information that does seemingly back up the fact that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is not going to be in Avengers Doomsday. Doesn't sound like the Hulk is either. Sadie Sink's character is going to be in Secret Wars. Deadline has confirmed this, not Doomsday. So it does seem like the characters involved in Spider-Man Brand New Day are skipping Avengers Doomsday, which, okay, yeah, we basically knew that at this point in time. But that probably does mean everybody around Peter and in New York City probably skip Secret Wars as well. And that's important to know, and I'll explain why. The reported post-credit scene for Spider-Man Brand New Day is Tombstone meeting with somebody, and that person is giving Tombstone a vial that has the symbiote in it. It is unclear at this point in time if it is the same one from Tom Hardy's Venom, if it's the same one that we got in those post-credit scenes, if it's the same one from the bar. Unclear at this point in time. But what we heard is that Tombstone is kind of the biggest villain in this movie, along with the DODC. So Tombstone is kind of the biggest villain, but they do reveal or severely hint at that there is somebody above him. Now, I think it's Kingpin, because out of everything, just everything they're doing with Daredevil Born Again, all the plans they have for Spider-Man and all of these characters, it makes sense for Kingpin to be at the top, especially with the Mayor Fisk story and the anti-vigilante task force. It all makes sense. I think so. So it could be Kingpin handing him that. There's a rumor that Sandman possibly hands him that, although I think Kingpin makes the most sense. But him getting the symbiote suit in Avengers Secret Wars most likely means that this post-credit scene has a legit chance of being real. And again, everybody and everything in New York gets swept up in something, and then they arrive in Secret Wars. They skip Doomsday for whatever reason, probably because it's all happening at the same time, I would assume. Everybody else is, going to different universes, going back and forth. They didn't think to get Spider-Man because nobody knows who he really is. Hulk might just be out of it. Nobody should know who Jean Grey is, right? So all of the other heroes get their armies of Wakanda and Talokan. You have the new Avengers, the old Avengers, in which Spider-Man is not a part of those, and they go to battle, basically. They go to other universes, then they go to fight Doom, and they lose. So that should all be happening at the same time as Spider-Man Brand New Day, especially if you consider that we have heard Yelena is going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and possibly Sam as well. They both might actually be showing up to try and recruit him for this cause, for Avengers Doomsday. Maybe when they're recruiting him, that's actually in the events of Avengers Doomsday. But for some reason, probably focused on what he's doing in Spider-Man Brand New Day, he says he can't. So that's probably why he's out of Avengers Doomsday. And I would imagine that, Sadie Sink's character's in trouble if she is captured by the DODC. The Hulk Banner's not doing too well, and he wants to help the Punisher, of course, as well. And he also wants to keep him from killing people, right? Because we know he's going to just start shooting. So yeah, there's a lot kind of in front of him at the moment, and maybe he just wants to be that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and not the, the Avengers Spider-Man. So that could be why he's not in Doomsday, because it's happening at the same time. But then when Secret Wars happens, and I would assume our New York is going to be a big chunk that's just going to be taken and put into Battleworld, then that symbiote is going to be there with him on Avengers Secret Wars, on Battleworld. So it seems like that is probably what the post-credit scene is, and that's probably how he gets that symbiote suit in Avengers Secret Wars, because New York, our New York, is there on Battleworld. And the symbiote suit, well, it either finds him or he finds it. Maybe it jumps from person to person until it gets to him. I would personally like the symbiote to jump on him first, so we can kind of get that symbiote that hates Spider-Man, right? That eventually goes to an Eddie Brock of the new universe, but then still kind of has that anger and hate for Spider-Man, so we can get more of like a comic accurate Spider-Man, plus the Spider-Man symbol on the chest. That will be awesome as well. All of that is now possible with the way everything is being set up in Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Secret Wars, and of course, the reset of the MCU. So I think this is awesome. I think this is a great setup for Secret Wars, and it sounds like we're getting a trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day anytime now. We're looking at that 20th as a very, very good date. But of course, if we hear anything else, we'll be sure to do an update. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Spider-Man news. You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.